Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Welcome back to Papa Boris playing Heroic Mode in Naxxramas. Now, I want to make a quick statement at the front of this video. I actually don't find the Heroic Mode all that fun to try to beat on my own. Just the idea of like trying to come up with a deck and try it out and then lose and then tweak it, try to beat the challenge. I totally appreciate that there's a puzzle element to this that a lot of people like. I just personally and totally subjectively, I'm not trying to be objective here, just completely subjectively and personally find it not very fun for myself. So just a quick expectation setting for these videos, I will be looking at guides and getting guides from the internet to try to beat these decks, these heroic challenges. I'm not going to be trying to make my own decks anymore because I just don't find that fun. So anyway, this is a deck that I got off of Hearthpwn by the Tsalmaveth. And what he says, or she says, is that, you know, with this Warlock deck full of cheap minions, you try to make sure you get a Corruption early so that you can kill the Fen Creeper. And then if you can do that, you just play minions and then you'll pound the face and win. So we'll see how well that works. I mulliganed here and conceded until I got a Corruption to start things off. We'll now see if this actually works or not. I'm still taking 3 damage per turn to this Necrotic Aura, but hopefully with these spores and everything, I will be able to catch back up. So what do you play here, the Mana Addict or the Berserker? Probably just the Berserker, I am thinking. I don't think I'm going to be playing Soulfire anytime soon. Here comes the coin. Next turn I could play Mana Addict and Blood Imp and Soulfire. Alright, can't do that against the Shade of Naxxramas, sadly. So I'm going to take an extra 3 damage from that at the very least. This deck has some odd choices like the Mana Addict and the Sacrificial Pact. Don't entirely understand what's going on with those, but you know what? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. We're just going to call it a day. Kill that spore. And we got our minions being nice and big now. Okay, so let's see if he'll kill a minion. Or if he will, interesting. He's making lots of spores for me. He will kill my money Berserker here. Nice. Alright, so I'd like to, if I got a demon, I might actually use a Sacrificial Pact on it, but I can't at the moment. I don't think life tapping is worth it right now, because I won't be able to do anything anyway, so we'll just kill one of these off. And pass the turn. Death Bloom. Alright, so he keeps killing my minions one at a time, he or it. I am taking 3 damage per turn, which is serious. There's an Earthen Ring Farseer in here, which helps a little bit. And some other stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to life tap. We'll just play the Acolyte and make him really big. Fen Creeper? Okay. So the Fen Creeper, I might have to use my Acolyte against it. Kind of unfortunate, but I obviously don't want to lose this Mana Addict. There's another Mana Addict. There's no demons here, are there? No, there are not. So we will, kill that and draw a card. Haunted Creeper, very good. So we'll put that down before we kill the Spore. I don't have Lethal at the moment. Lothab does have 99 health. I might have to just lose the Sacrificial Pact to my Soulfire. Because I'm dead in a few turns. I have to be a little quick about things. Okay, can I get a helpful? I don't actually know what would help me here. Goldshire Footman actually is helpful. Stops my face from being hit. Can't afford to play the life tap, so I'm going to Soulfire the Dancing Swords. Shield Bear is a nice drop, so I can play this. For some extra protection. With 2 taunts out here, I feel pretty comfortable starting to get some damage on the face. I only have 3 turns to go, remember. So we're going to kill the Spore with the weakest hitting creature of the lot. And at this point, I just have to pray that Lothab doesn't have Poison Seeds, because if she has Poison Seeds, or it has Poison Seeds, I will lose. If I don't get Poison Seeded, I'm going to be fine. Please no poisons. Okay, no Poison Seeds. We get a little bit of a break here. Lothab does not have Poison Seeds. There are these 2 taunters, which unfortunately means I won't be able to win at the moment, but I have a couple more turns to go. I'll get down to 3 health, down to 1 with after this Leper Gnome fires. So that'll be that. Okay, so these are going to die, unfortunately, to the explosion of the Unstable Ghoul. So I might as well run 1 in like this. Well, that was the wrong choice. I should have used the spider last. Ah, balls. Well, actually, now this Mana Addict is going to die, so we'll do that. And then I swing for 8. The problem is, I don't know how I'm going to win in time. Those stupid spiders got me before I could... Shit. The stupid spiders dropped, and I was unable to win. So, okay, we lose this game. Alright, I'll try again. I'll do a couple of quick concedes if I don't get a corruption after the mulligan. It looks like this might work. It's just the double spiders were a problem. And honestly, those Mana Addicts are pretty crappy. So +2 when you cast a spell seems dumb to me when, you know, most of the cards in the deck are not spells. The only spells are the Sacrificial Pact and the Soulfire. Okay, so I don't know. People said this deck actually worked for them, but there are some really questionable cards in here for a fact. One of them is Sacrificial Pact, because the enemy doesn't have any demons. And the only demon I have is a Blood Imp, right? That's the only demon. Oh, and these Voidwalkers, I guess. So that's it. That's really stupid. And then the, what's his face? The Mana Addicts are dumb. There's really no point in having those. If we're going to have another minion, let's put in a second Amani Berserker, and let's also put an Ironbeak Owl in here so that we can actually get past, you know, with the spiders. Oh, wait. I need to actually finish this deck. So we need some more stuff. Perhaps some life gain would be nice. Let me think. Life gain. Definitely not Flame Imp. I've already got all the 1 mana things with 3 health that I can. An Elven Archer I think would be okay for killing off spores. So let's put 1 in. And... let's put a second Earthen Ring Farseer in so that I can actually have a little bit more likely chance of getting some health. Okay. So let's try that again. Again, I might have to concede a couple of times because the guide said you should mulligan until you can play corruption by round 2, and if you're doing that, you might as well, or sorry, you should concede until you can get a corruption on by round 2. But I figure I might as well concede until you get one on round 1 because why not give yourself every possible chance? Damn, if I needed Lothar not to have poison seeds, and he or it didn't, but I also needed it not to have 2 of those spiders. The double spiders that deal damage to everything were a problem. I needed to have a silence to get past them. Okay, so no corruption here. I'll try this, let's say, 3 times, and then if it doesn't work, I'll move on to the other boss fight. Okay, I've got a corruption. And we even got some 1-mana minions. Perfect. So we'll be able to corrupt the Fen Creeper, play these guys on turn 2, and then hopefully get a way to kill that spore soon after. In fact, now I can play both of these taunters. Death Charger. Really don't like seeing the Death Charger because the 2/3 is actually kind of annoying. First of all, it deals 2 extra damage, so I now would die a turn sooner. And second of all, it's hard to kill. Okay, so we'll play the Voidwalker and I guess the Shield Bearer. There's really not much point here in playing the Goldshark Footman because he would just die. Spore Burst. That's alright. Still hanging in there. Still hanging in there. Okay. So I'd rather get more minions onto the board than less, therefore I will play the Footman and the Blood Imp, even though that does not use up all of my mana. And then we'll kill off one of the spores. So do I kill the other spore or do I kill one of the minions? Well, I'm going to go ahead and kill the other spore off here. Now my stuff is all really huge, and the opponent has to, you know, do some hard work here to not just die right now. Well, not right now. This isn't lethal damage. Death Bloom is alright, because it used up all of his mana, and it gave me a spore. So that's dead. The Death Charger will kill this, but I still have this Blood Imp. I don't really want to leave this around, because the Blood Imp's going to die to those spiders anyway. So I might as well just attack with the Blood Imp, not try to keep him hidden or anything. And we're going to play the Farseer to heal up. Do I kill the Spore yet, or do I get greedy? I'm going to go ahead and get greedy. I'm going to leave the Spore around, and I'm going to get 16 damage through. I think it's important to do that while I can. Death Bloom. Alright. That's fine. So I'll trade the Blood Imp for, you know, a different minion. The Farseers are good because they give you basically an extra turn to survive. I don't think I can life tap here. I'd lose 2 health. I wouldn't be able to play the card right now anyway. And I don't think I can afford that. So we'll kill a Spore. And he gets a Harvest Golem that will respawn, which is annoying. So I have to lose my own Harvest Golem to kill his. That sucks. Haunted Creeper, that's nice. Okay, so we'll do this, And I'm actually going to go ahead and kill this golem. Actually, let me think about this. If I kill the spore, then the damaged golem can kill my buffed up haunted creeper and I'll get 2 extra spiders. But those spiders are going to die once he places one of the spiders that destroys things. Deals 1 damage to all minions upon death. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually kill the damaged golem. This way, next turn I can use the haunted creeper to kill the spore and attack with the other stuff. Okay, so he gets an 11-2, which actually is fine. Because... it's actually fine because I can kill this easily enough. And it's no big deal. Alright, blood. So can I life tap here? It's a risky call. If I life tap, I'm dead in 2 turns. Otherwise, I'm dead in 3 turns. So is the extra... and I'll... whatever I life tap, I'll certainly be able to play. I'm actually going to go ahead and life tap. Okay. So we'll do this. This. So I'm dead in 2 turns. Let's kill this thing off with my golem. Kill a spore. And I think I'm actually going to get 19 damage through. I think that's better than hitting the opponent. So again, I need no poison seeds, and ideally none of those poison spiders. This is totally fine. I'm okay with that. And that is fine. Okay, so I get a little bit of a lucky break here. Now the question is, do I actually have a lethal damage to kill the opponent with? I might need a little bit of help. An Elven Archer to kill the spore would be really great. Soulfire. Okay, so it's thinking time. Got a couple of different options here. One, I can Soulfire the spore. That would essentially give me an extra 40 damage. So I would need 21 damage to kill him. I've got it. Okay, so we are going to just go ahead and Soulfire the spore. It's definitely going to give me enough damage to kill. Alright, wow. I forgot what this feels like. Killing a heroic boss. So yes, I used an online deck and a strategy guide, but in my own credit and defense, the deck list was kind of weird and I tweaked it a little bit. So I'm going to give myself partial credit there. Okay. For Hagen the Unclean, I saw on Hearthpone a suggestion that you can just play a Miracle Rogue deck against it, so I took the list that was given in that guide. We'll see how this works. I've never played Miracle Rogue before, so I don't know if my own play might screw this up, but I've always thought Hagen the Unclean is actually not that difficult. His thing is just deal 2 damage to the leftmost minion. It seems like it's not that hard to deal with, but I was not able to beat it when the time came. So, yeah, do you keep the Auctioneer? Probably not. Really, the Blood Mage isn't that impressive either. And Deadly Poison, well, what I really want is an Eviscerate, so we'll mulligan everything and try to get Eviscerates to get rid of one of these demons. I think what it is him starting with this demon. That's really the big problem. I could sap it to stop his advance. I'm also kind of surprised they didn't stick a Nerubian Egg in here, because Nerubian Egg is just a perfect card against Eruption. Hagen always does this first thing at the start of the turn, so if you just drop a Nerubian Egg to the left, you'll get a 4/4 for essentially 2 mana. And he gets a Demon Fire. Well, that's good. So you call it, hey, this is something I actually ran into a lot of trouble with, but Sap is a pretty good answer to that. Also kind of surprised there's no silences in this deck, but we're starting off alright, so obviously he's got a big life advantage. But the Sap countered the Demon Fire, and the Demon is going to have to get replayed now. Death Charger. Death Charger. Oh, and it's actually going to be at 4 health, so Deadly Poison will not kill it. Oh my god. Jesus. Well, I think it behooves me here to... well, I can actually backstab SI Agent that. That's totally worth it. Yes, definitely. Definitely want to do that. And then later on I can Fan of Knives to kill the Blood Imp. So the SI Agent does die. Now the Blood Imps will buff each other up. Unless, of course, I get lucky and they both buff the Flame Imp. Which actually is what happens. Wow, alright. So we'll play Fan of Knives to kill off the Blood Imps and draw a card. Pass the turn. Next turn I can use Dagger Mastery, Deadly Poison to kill off this Flame Imp. Perhaps. He's got good demons in here. He's got Doom Guards. He's got the 6/6s. Kill that. Pass the turn. So I don't want to play the Blood Mage just to have it die to the Eruption. That seems pointless. There's the Doom Guard. Okay, so now I have official card advantage. He also lost a Dread Infernal, which is good. Problem is, I'm at 9 health. I actually don't really understand how this works. I mean, it's a reputable guide, so I have to assume that it was correct, that it actually works, but this really does not seem to be all that effective in the slightest. So, okie dokie. Yeah, that's great. This is obviously just terrible. So, we'll draw a card, and Sinister Strike? Why is that even in here? This is just a stupid card to have. Okay. We'll Cold Blood this Drake and see if maybe we can distract the opponent into attacking it instead of killing me. Nope, not a chance. The opponent AI is not quite so stupid as to fail to realize there's a kill. Okay, well, that was retarded. So, I don't know. It's possible I played that horribly wrong or something, but I just think it's really stupid. It seems like a miracle really isn't all that effective here. Okay, so anyway, we'll call it a day here. We managed to beat one of the heroic bosses. I'm going to do some research behind the scenes, see if I can figure out what to do against Tigan that isn't retarded, and then we'll come back and try it again. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you again soon. Take care.